Hello, and welcome to a review of a movie that I've been trying to do for a while. I tried to do it with my brother, but he was an idiot, so it didn't happen. So now I'm doing it by myself. Welcome to Spider-Man.
This is how it started way back in the day, when the people were talking to my hurricane. Yeah.
So, Spider-Man. One of, if not the most loved movies ever. So I watch movies casually. I watch the MCU movies. Like, everyone watches all the MCU movies. I watch all the MCU movies. But, like, one movie that I think people love more than all the MCU movies combined is Sam Raimi's The Spider that is also a man. So it's like weird because it's a spider, but it's a man. Like, yeah. Yeah. Spider-Man. I'm surprised they didn't have any extra words like Spider-Man Homecoming or Spider-Man Far From Home or Spider-Man. Oh yeah, those are actual movies. Oh, or like The Amazing Spider-Man or something. I don't know. Oh, that's an actual movie too. Yeah. Yeah, you remember when movies used to be just the name of the superhero? Those were simpler times. You remember when Thor didn't have all these made-up words behind them, like Thor Ragnarok? I don't care if it was in Norse mythology. Not a word. It's not a word. Anyway, Spider-Man was a great movie in theory. The acting was horrible. You know, there was one scene where Mary Jane came out of an audition for a soap opera and they said she needed acting lessons. And I think that she needed acting lessons more than they knew. That all of their acting is so bad. It makes me cringe to see James Franco in a movie like this because his acting is way so bad. Like, so bad. If he kept acting like this, then the Disaster Artist would have been way more realistic. Then, there's also Tobey Maguire. Most people consider him to be the most amazing Spider-Man ever. Well, I mean, he's the second best, because at least he's not a jerk like an Amazing Spider-Man, but, like, he's a cool guy, but I could never see a guy like that putting on a red suit and just going everywhere, making the devil sign, and then just shooting webs everywhere. Like, I could never see that. I don't know how that happened. That one's kind of... Also, there's one scene after, you know, Macy Gray goes on and is singing, and then the Green Goblin comes in and is all like, ah, ha, ha, ha. That's the first time we see Green Goblin in, like, Green Goblin in costume. I guess the second time, because there was that time before where he blew up the guy on the exo suit. But when he goes and he almost kills Mary Jane, Spider-Man saves Mary Jane, and he's swinging, and we see a very obviously fake Spider-Man. It's obviously a dummy, just because he doesn't move the entire scene. He's like this the entire scene, and I don't think we're gonna notice. He's just like moving up, and I'm like, and Mary Jane's hair is blowing in the wrong direction. I think because she was swinging, she was facing this way, and they were swinging that way, meaning that her hair would have theoretically been in front of her face. And we can't do that. We can't do that for all the sexist man children out there, we can't have her hair in front of her face. No, it wouldn't work. Wouldn't work. So they have a blower blowing her hair this way, even though they're swinging that way, which means that, like, that it's impossible. It's literally impossible. It couldn't happen. I don't know how it happened. How did they do this? I don't know. Also, I think the Green Goblin is kinda, weird. He's not better in the Amazing Spider-Man version, but I just don't think he was done very well. The suit was actually, like, I know people are like, oh no, the suit, he looks like a Power Ranger! But that's how he looks in the comics. I actually think that one's okay. The thing is, though, that Norman actually just has split personality disorder. He doesn't deserve to die. I think he should be sent to, like, a mental hospital. And that's how he's acting like normal guy. But, like, see, Norman Osborn and Green Goblin have different voices. Green Goblin is like, yeah. Obviously, it's the same guy, but, like, they have different voices. And then Norman Osborn's like, oh no, just way deeper, I guess. And it doesn't really work because Norman would never go and, like, at the end when he tries to kill Spider-Man with the glider, it wouldn't work because Norman is already, like, Norman's talking in his normal voice. He's like, oh my gosh, Spider-Man, save me from the Green Goblin and everything. And Spider-Man believes him because, and then Glider shoots and is almost stabs him, and we know what happened. Then right before, like, it's about to stab them, Green Goblin does the stupidest thing and says, God speaks Spider-Man or something. I don't know. I couldn't understand him. But, yeah, then he dies. Also, did you ever realize that all three movies had the really weak premise on why they're villains? They have no motivation. Okay, like, I know that Green Goblin's insane, and I know that Dr. Octopus is also insane. Like, all the villains are basically just insane. So they really don't have any, like, reason to hate Spider-Man so much. The only reason they're evil is because they're insane, you know? You know what I mean? Insane being the most notable. First one, Mr. Original Green Goblin went insane because of the Green Goblin stuff. Second guy was Dr. Octopus, who went insane because he had some thing messing up his mind. The octopus thing's messing up his mind. Yeah, that one didn't make any sense, though. Like, why would you do that? Why would you make something that would turn you insane? At least Norman, I actually kind of, I could kind of understand it. And then the third one was Venom. And I know the guy Venom was kind of a jerk, but, like, I know a lot of jerks, and I've never seen them make weird, like, act like him. Act like him. I actually have Spider-Man 3 right here. Let me just pick it up. It's the only movie I have on Blu-ray. Yeah. So, Spider-Man 3 right here. Look at this. Spider-Man in black. Anyway, I think that Venom is also, you know, actually, let's tackle that some, but, like, Venom also doesn't have any, he's kind of a jerk, and then he gets the Venom thing, and now he's evil. Like, that, why didn't that work on Spider-Man? Okay, whatever. Tackle that later. The acting was wooden. I all around think, judging it from today's standards, it's not very good. Also, the special effects are really noticeable. Like, you can watch it and the special effects, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's so bad. The balloons again at the place where the Green Goblin attacks. The balloons there, they look so fake that you wouldn't even know how fake they look unless you saw them with your own eyes, and they're just oh. Also, what a random cameo Macy Gray was. Why? Why is Macy Gray just in there? Now, one part I actually really did like is that I always stay through to the end of the credits because I'm stupid, and I like to listen to the songs. And at the last song that they play is the original Spider-Man song. It's like Spider-Man, Spider-Man, ba 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 ba. You know that song? It was that everyone knows, but nobody ever plays in front of Spider-Man movies. That one. I always try to update it. How would you update it? Why? Also, why did they get rid of the lyrics? Am I the only one that's like, every time I've heard that being played, they get rid of the lyrics? Why? Nobody even knows the lyrics after Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Those are the only lyrics anybody knows. Nobody knows the other ones. Why did you get rid of the lyrics? Like, I know it's bum ba dum bum ba dum bum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum. Now it's getting known as like that Mario song. Dun 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 dun. You couldn't add lyrics to the Mario Bros song, but you probably shouldn't take away lyrics from a song. I mean, imagine if they did that to one of Justin Bieber's songs, one of Taylor Swift's songs. It was like like you probably hum that to yourself, but like the lyrics are there for a reason. You couldn't do that to a Queen song. Sorry, I'm really excited for Bohemian Rhapsody. Sorry. I think that's, Also, I cannot believe that Spider-Man would have made that costume. I can't be the only one that thinks this. Spider-Man is not a master sewer. You can't just make that costume. How do you do it? I mean, it's not a very good costume, but it's still, like, up here, it's still really good. So good, in fact, that they actually had to make professional costume designers make it. There is literally people credited in the end credits specifically for designing and making the costume, which is hilarious. But the only thing I can say is that Amazing Spider-Man 2 does have the best costume, but I mean, yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts. I mean, I could say something else, like, everyone has mentioned the fact that a guy named the girl, who cares? What's her name? I can't remember. Who cares? She's so one-dimensional. To be honest, the series would be better without her. To be honest, the series would be better without a girl at all. Like, at least in Spider-Man Homecoming, Liz is not such a one-dimensional character. But the coincidences in that situation are kind of out of the roof. But whatever. I'll just sum this up. Say goodbye.